Hello and welcome to the Global Church Project. I'm Graham Hill. Christine Jeyachandran serves with SIM in Peru, along with her husband David and their 3 children. Having learnt the local language, they work amongst university students, teaching English, sharing about Jesus, discipling, and encouraging them as they follow Jesus Christ. Christine and David feel that this is an incredibly strategic work that can impact the future leaders of Peru. Christine Jeyachandran, welcome to Being Missional. You and your husband David are currently serving in Peru as missionaries. What was the journey leading up to coming to Peru?
Yeah, we started thinking about missions maybe almost 10 years back. When we got married, we thought we'd do a short-term mission, and my husband said, "Oh, really? Where can I choose where we go?" And he was passionate about South America, so that's how we ended up in Peru, and the rest is history. We loved Peru, we loved the people, and we're involved in student work, university student work in the south of Peru.
And you guys met in Australia?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you meet at college? You studied at Malling College.
We both studied at Malling College and took some of your classes.
Yeah.
And we met through a prayer meeting that was running for workers in Chatswood, and then we started dating from there and got married a few years later.
And the vision for being involved in mission work, did that grow while you were studying, or was that something you came to college already with?
I think for me, my parents were missionaries, so I grew up in a missionary environment. So I always felt that, the Bible is very clear that we should be missional, we should be taking the gospel wherever we go. And so I think both myself and my husband were very involved in our churches before we went into mission. And we decided we wanted to study the Bible because we wanted to learn more about God. And for my husband, it sort of came a little bit later when we came out here and we saw that there were things that we could do, we could help with. And also through his time at Bible College, I think he was inspired as well.
And the lead up to going on mission together, was there a lot of difficulty organising things, or did it run quite smoothly?
It wasn't too difficult. You're always nervous about raising funds, but I think I always had faith that God would provide, and he did. So, it wasn't too hard.
Yeah, and how long have you been in Peru for now?
We've been here just over 4 years.
And what sort of things are you doing in Peru?
We're working with university students. So here it looks a little different to what it looks like in Australia, but the student group is sort of self-run. The student leaders help run it, but people come from diverse Christian backgrounds. So some of them come from what we might call a cult, and so when they come into the Christian group, we try and teach them from the Bible and get them going to a Bible teaching church, and also just encouraging them in their faith. We also try and get them to get together in small groups on campus with other Christians. And we try to reach out to the campus by inviting non-Christian friends. One of the key ministries that I'm involved in is when we came to Peru, everyone just kept asking us to teach them English. And we said, no, we've got to learn Spanish. And we really wanted to focus on that, and we did. But then after a while, we got some help, and we started with a short term starting a English ministry. So people love to learn English, and they come every week to our church. So they're in a church space, so they're not afraid to be there. And they're open to it, and we do an hour of conversation and an hour of Bible study, and a lot of those people, I'd say at least 2/3, have never opened a Bible, and they come back every week and they learn about God and they ask spiritual questions and they come to know God. We've got a couple of people at the moment who come to know God that we're working with, and we're trying to encourage them in their faith and trying to get them involved in churches, and they're excited and they're learning, and it's all just through reading the Bible.
What's been the most difficult part of moving into this context as missionaries?
The language is always challenging for me. That's just something you just got to keep working at. So not being able to communicate quickly, it took a while to just get going in the language. Now we're more relaxed about it, so that's exciting. I think the other difficult thing for me as a mother is just with the children, because they're in school, in a local school, and school's just a cultural experience in itself. They have a lot of homework and they have a lot of pressure to be very academically high grades and everything. So that's just challenging on a family level.
And are they going to a international school or to a local school?
It's a local school. It's called international school.
Yeah.
But it's very Peruvian in its style. So it's very academic. Everything's determined by the government, how they test, and they have a lot of homework. So
how are they going with their Spanish?
Great. They just soaked it up. They came when we were 3, my girls who are twins. They came when we were 3, and they just, it was not hard. Like, it took a little while to get talking, but it was never an issue. And my son, he was a baby when we came. He flips between English and Spanish very easily. So
kids are amazing, aren't they? The way they pick up languages.
Yeah, it's not hard for them.
Yeah.
They do very well in their communication class, which is Spanish class. So they do as well as anyone else, I think.
What have you enjoyed the most about the experience
of being a missionary in Peru? I think I really enjoyed the people. Yeah, just getting to see the ladies in my church growing. So I'm a little involved with women's ministry. And they just come and they share their lives and they share their problems, and you pray for them. And that's just really encouraging to see them growing. And also through Arequipa English, we really just love seeing people come to know Christ. I mean, that's just the icing on the cake, seeing people make decisions for God. That's the best thing.
And what are some of your plans over the next 12 months or so in this work?
Yeah, we'll continue much the same in that ministry. But we also have a passion for the poor. So our church has a church plant in what's called a Pueblo Joven, a new little village on the edge of town. So we're hoping to get more involved in that. We're attending the church that they've got going there, and we'd love to get involved in that ministry more and see how God can help us reach out to the poorer communities. I do think South America is it's an open community. People are just so open to reading the Bible. When we have our English classes or when we read the Bible anyone's very happy for you to pray for them. So I feel like it's a harvest field waiting for the workers, and I think the local people as well, especially, I see them as they're the workers. They're working hard, they're reaching out to their community, they're inviting people, and that's really encouraging to see that as well.
What are some of the greatest needs in the communities that you work in?
The sad situations I see are the children. The children, especially in poorer communities, the parents work really long hours, usually 6 days a week, 12 hours. So the parents are not home. So the children are a little bit neglected. Not all of them, but just quite a few of them are neglected. So they don't have people to help them with homework, which is challenging here anyway. Homework is just so intense for kids. So they get behind in school and they can't read very well. And then that lowers their opportunities in the world. So that's challenging. What
part of your training at Morling most helped you in your preparation for your mission work in Peru?
I think just a good general knowledge of the Bible and understanding of the Bible, because I teach the Bible every week in Bible study. We just finished a whole series on Mark, and we just went through from the beginning of Mark right to the end. And I think just having a good knowledge and being able to answer questions.
If anyone's watching this and they're thinking about possibility of doing mission work in the future, what kind of things do they need to think through in preparation for that?
Well, definitely I think you just need a really good general knowledge of the Bible. So just going to Bible college and getting into the Word, understanding the Bible, because any ministry, that's going to be the basis, in my opinion. The second thing I think would just be getting involved through a mission agency, so you can get training in how, our mission particularly was very good at doing orientation on the field, so that we had an orientation mentor throughout the first whole year, so we could ask questions whenever we want. They'd give us training in how to cope with the different things in the culture that were different, and I just think it's really helpful to go with a good, strong mission agency that can give you the support you need in that first year to help you out.
Thanks for joining us at Being Missional.
Thank you.
The Global Church Project is located at www.theglobalchurchproject.com. On our website you'll find a wide range of interviews and resources for colleges, universities and churches. I look forward to your company next time. From me, goodbye.